I've always been a big fan of eating cake, but I never had a full appreciation for the skill it takes to decorate a cake until I had my first lesson. I met with Heidi Whalen, a Wilton Method Instructor at the Joann Fabric and Craft Store in Woodbury. Wilton is known as the industry leader in cake decorating, and their method is taught throughout the country by instructors like Heidi. Heidi's been decorating cakes for over a dozen years, beginning with cakes for her children.
I really enjoyed it. I became the family cake maker for a real long time, and then I was out of it a few years, and I was working here at Joann's doing some different teaching, and they said, we know that you do some cake decorating. Would you be interested in being our Wilton Method Instructor? And I said, sure, that sounds like a lot of fun, and here I am now 7 years later, and I love it. It's a great way to spend a night or two a week, coming here and getting to hang out with a bunch of people who just want to learn a fun skill.
Heidi teaches 4 different levels of classes at Joann's, and she showed me a few of the things I would learn in the beginner class. We began by making stars, but first she had to show me how to fill a bag with icing and how to correctly hold the bag.
And the way to fill these properly is to fold over a cuff.
How big a scoop do I want?
You can do just that's perfect.
It's green.
Tuck that twist right here. Close your hand. Yep, nice and tight. All your fingers around the bag. Yep.
Once I had that mastered, I received directions for making a star.
Squeeze that bag without lifting it, just squeezing it. Stop your pressure on the bag then. Keep going, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
The first few stars I made weren't pretty, but I eventually got the hang of it.
Well, it only gets worse from here, so.
Great. Then we moved on to making shells.
I'm going to squeeze and I'm going to hold it here, and it's going to be forced then to fan out.
The shells were tricky for me too, but I seemed to impress Heidi after several tries.
Look at that! Looking good, see?
Just when I was getting a bit cocky though, it was time to make roses.
And these are, again, just about a ½ inch long.
This proved to be a bit harder for me than the stars or shells, and while I didn't totally embarrass myself, I wasn't quite ready to start teaching classes on my own. I shouldn't quit my day job. So, armed with all the knowledge Heidi taught me, it was time to decorate a cake that she had already baked. I put the finishing touches on some shells around the bottom of the cake, and I seemed to earn Heidi's seal of approval.
Very nice. Those last 3?
I had a lot of fun during my time with Heidi and saw the enthusiasm she brings to her classes.
Truly, I like coming here once or twice a week and just hanging out with fun people and teaching them a skill that they're going to use for a really long time. Did you see this? This is our progression from this to this. Very nice.
Well, so there you have it. That was my first try at cake decorating. I'd like to thank Heidi and the Joann store in Woodbury for all of their help, and I'd say I didn't do too bad. Now I'm ready to eat.